Hi, it's Sonia. Welcome to my channel, and if you're here, it's because you are curious about making things out of balloons, whether it's for the first time or if you are already started and maybe you're looking to go for the next step. Don't worry, I've got you covered. Here in this video today, I'm going to be sharing 5 tips which I think I needed to hear when I first got started. I do feel these are 5 things that I would love to hear when I was starting out to help inspire me on where to go with my balloon art. You know, without balloons, I don't know if I'd be where I am today. Well, actually, I think I wouldn't, but it's just been amazing how much extra income that it can bring in, as well as the amazing opportunities that I have had and friendships formed all over the world. If you didn't know, I was on Australia's Got Talent back in 2019, so that was an amazing year. And if I never started with the balloon back in 2007, I'd never be where I am today. So, you know, that's really cool to think about, and you never know where this hobby or skill is going to take you. You really need to get in there and give it a go. So if you're on the fence or thinking about it, this is your sign to start taking balloons more seriously in 2023 and beyond. So let's get right in and talk about what those 5 tips are. So my tip number 1 is to just get started. So back in the day in 2007, I really don't like to think about how long ago it was, I bought a kit from Woolworths. And there was for no reason other than I really loved the idea of being able to make a cute balloon dog. And so I bought a kit and I got started making balloons. And sometimes it was during my breaks at work, and that's when people said, hey, maybe you can make some balloons for the fundraising that we do. And a store manager booked me for her son's birthday, and the rest is history. But just getting started is really what's going to get you there, and everything else will come from that. So if you're just wanting to get started, get in there, buy one of those cheap kits from the $2 store, or like I did from the store that I was working at. But that does bring us into tip number 2, which is when you're ready to invest in quality balloons, because they really do matter. You'll likely find that they're stronger and less likely to break than those purchased from the $2 store. Tip number 3 comes from a place of wanting to improve your balloon art. So when you're first getting started, like I did, I worked with the books that I could buy in the stores, as well as when I went on the internet. My eyes were really open to the possibilities that were there, and balloon-animals.com was the place to go for the forum, where there was a lot of amazing and inspirational works being shared. But my suggestion for you here is to be inspired by the balloon art that you see, and you can even go that next step and try to recreate them without tutorials. One day I was googling Moana balloon because I had done a design I was pretty proud of, and I also just wanted to see where in the search rankings it might be landing. And lo and behold, there was a shared image of my balloon alongside someone's recreation. So of course I followed that link, as you do, and it turned out to be a news anchor in the United States. His name was Jason Handman, wow. The perfect kind of surname for a person making things with their hands. He had actually gone ahead to recreate my design as best he could for his niece, which I thought was really sweet. He would have only done that from the picture. How wild is that? I just love how small the world becomes when we share our art, and yeah, it goes out there and inspires others. So the next tip I have for you, number 4, is for those of you who are starting to branch out and do birthday parties or events. What I'd really recommend is make sure that you have at least one backup pump. I've been there where the pump I've been using has broken, and I don't want to let down the person I'm there, especially when they're paying me, right? So I make sure that I have a spare, and even to this day, although I use my electric pump, I make sure that I throw in a hand pump with me, because if that electric pump decides to stop working, I need to keep working. Yeah, no excuses. So yeah, that's why I've got the pump. But I do remember when one broke in spectacular fashion, and I'm certain the balloon popped in my eye. But I do remember my bestie at the time driving me home so I could get a new pump, and then driving me back again. Now that's real friendship. Thanks, Karina. And finally, my 5th tip for when you're starting out but are starting to get a bit more serious is invest in an electric pump if you can. So this is my Old Faithful, and I use it nearly every single time I make balloons, because not only does it reduce the time of pumping balloons, you can also make those spiral balloons with a little bit of practice with a lot of ease. So once you get used to using one like this, you'll never want to go back. Once I even invested in a filbert pump, but I never really enjoyed it. But this one here is one that I've never regretted. Honestly, it's amazing. The price point's a bit higher. There's other kinds of pumps out there, but I swear by my Legenda. I was hesitant at first because I really thought it would make unnecessary noise and be a bit annoying or a distraction. But what I actually found with it is often the event around is a lot noisier. Although on numerous occasions I have had children tell me it sounds like farts, and I tell them, oh, that's not the pump, that was me. Or whatever joke, but you know, it really is amazing and helps you to be faster and able to focus more on your designs rather than pumping up the balloons. You might have actually noticed this in the background of some of my videos, which I invested in, but I never really enjoyed it. I found my wrist got really sore afterwards. There are some balloon artists, however, who swear by it over an electric pump. If you ever get the opportunity to attend a local twisting event in your area, you might be able to try out different people's equipment with their permission and see what you get a feel for and where you would like to invest your money. Anyway, there you have it. That is my 5 tips for those who are wanting to start out, and then where to go if you want to branch out a bit more. But if you have a favorite tip that you'd love to share to any other people? If you have a tip that you would love to share for anyone else who is looking to get into balloons, I'd love if you leave me a comment below and give me your #1 tip. Maybe it's one I've already mentioned here, or maybe it is one that you really swear by yourselves. If you are new here and you haven't already, why not subscribe? Because here on my channel I love to share a lot of different designs, and you might find there's something here to inspire you. And I'm going to link up here a playlist of videos which I think I'm the most proud of, but also maybe can help inspire you for balloons that you would like to make. And with that, thank you for helping me to put a positive twist in your life, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!